He's not facing Eddie
Ladies
Ives.
and gentlemen,
Oh,
please welcome 12K DJ Cyprian.
Avery Nolan's tag team partner and Team DNA, 12 gauge DJ Cyprian.
hey guys, it's CJ Goodspeed once again. I'm here back. I guess, I guess since we have so much time now, it's easier for me to get these interviews done. But there's been some stuff going on here lately in the world of Pro Wrestling 225 with several guys, and there was a third guy that was involved in all this, or his name was brought up, I should say. And I have him here with me today. First, let me thank everybody for watching, and I hope everybody is being safe out there, taking care of yourself. Happy Easter. Today is Easter, actually, whenever we're actually doing this. So happy Easter to everybody out there. I know it's kind of weird for a holiday. Heck, it's kind of weird on interviews. I like to do everything face to face, different than like this. The quality's better and all like that. But I did switch out. Instead of using the laptop camera, I'm using a little bitty camera I have that I picked up for a project I wanted to do. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure my eyes won't stay right. I'm more likely to be mostly my eyes will be on the screen. But hey, I'm not a professional at this. Y'all should know this by now. But with me today is one of the youngest, one of the up and comers of Pro Wrestling 225. It seems like we're having all the young guys right now, able to talk to them and all like that, which is awesome. I love talking to the young guys. I have with me 12 gauge DJ Cyprian, live via Skype book. Skype. It's not even Skype book, I don't guess. That's how I might be showing my age on that one. But we're live on Skype. How you doing today, DJ?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I had to go dig the old Skype book from middle school, but nothing wrong with that.
I hear you. I hear you. Definitely. Well, DJ, a little bit on how you're doing and your family's doing at the times with the quarantine and the coronavirus and all like that going on. How are y'all doing with this?
Man, we're doing great. Thankfully, nobody's turned up sick. Everybody's just trying to stay put. Hopefully Netflix comes out with some new stuff because we're running through that. Everybody's doing good, just trying to stay positive, see some bad stuff, see some good stuff, just try to stay up.
Definitely. Are you able to continue your training and staying in shape at times like this, or is it rough?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. You do fall off a little bit when there's really like nothing to do. You got to get creative, but definitely not trying to just stay put and regress.
I hear you. I hear you. And you with the high flying that you do, if nobody's seen any of DJ's matches, if you're watching this, you've more likely seen DJ's matches. I don't think I'm bringing in any new eyes to the product. But if you haven't, you need to get on Facebook. Go to Pro Wrestling 225's, not Facebook, gosh dog it, Pro Wrestling 225 YouTube. And there's several matches with DJ in there. I have a couple things I believe in my little archive. It's not great recordings, but I might go ahead and throw them out there since there's nothing else to put out right now. Well, DJ, let's get a little background on you here. How long have you been wrestling?
It's going to be 2 years coming up soon. I think June.
Okay. Now, is that including your training and wrestling, or just wrestling in general?
Man, that's from the day that I walked in and the trainer goes, "So you want to be a wrestler, huh?"
And I'm guessing you said yes.
Oh, man, I ain't know no better, so hell yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right. Well, look, you've had, how many matches have you had? Let me see if I can remember. I try to still use the old brain. Let's see. You had Rambach, then you had a 3-way, then you had Gill, and I know you've done a tag with your tag partner from DNA, Avery Nolan. But have y'all only had one tag match?
No. Actually, funny enough, we did venture to Pearl River once, take a tag team match, actually for their tag titles. Wouldn't you know it, other team would happen to be the Cajun Outlaws.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure, yeah.
Familiar faces everywhere.
Yeah, familiar faces. It's like a little virus, just like the coronavirus, I guess. I still think the white virus is a whole lot worse than that coronavirus. It's just that's my opinion, you
Oh,
know.
I'm sure you're not out on that limb by yourself, CJ.
I get as y'all say heat a lot of times for my upsetness with Mike White, but I mean it's kind of he deserves it in my opinion. So let's talk about your first match against Rombach. That was definitely your first match ever, correct?
Yeah.
And you came in, you looked good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think Rombach's experience got the better of you in that match. I mean, would you agree with that, or what do you think?
I mean, with mass wrestlers, nobody gets to know too much about the person under, but from knowing personally, there's about 13, 14 years experience under that mask. He knew a little bit more than me. So, take some bumps, learn something new.
But you did, like I said, you looked very good in that match. And then I believe after that, there was the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival in Morgan City. You was in a three-way actually with Chase Bell, your now tag team partner Avery Nolan, and you. And I will say, and I'm definitely gonna have to find that footage, and hopefully I have it still, and I'm gonna put it out there. That was a very good match. I mean, you really showed what you could do in that match. Avery showed what he could do, and of course Chase Bell showed what he could do. Uh, in that match, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chase Bell won that match. Now we all know usually when Chase Bell wins a match, it's not on the up and up, as you should say, as you could say. Tell me how that match was, and what did you take away from that match?
Well, I mean, outdoor match, never really knew what to expect. My first time seeing that type of environment, all I knew was, there were people there to see a good match. That's what you're going to give them. Obviously, with Chase Bell, you never know what to expect. You got to watch your back. Now he's got people to watch it for him. So dealing with him, you just always got to be on your toes and not for the right reasons.
Right. And that match actually took place kind of during the middle of the Chase Bell Avery Nolan feud, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Definitely, man. Never wanted to back down from a fight, but you could definitely tell there was some serious animosity there that was my first time witnessing. Man, and those I don't know where or what went wrong, but they hate each other. They do.
Yes, they do. I think we both kind of know what went wrong, but that's been said already in another interview at another time. This is your time now, so we'll go with that. At the end of that match, Avery was jumped by Chase, and I think you had already left ring area or you was out on the ground. I don't remember, but you came back in and saved Avery from basically being attacked from behind. Is that kind of when you two formed what we call now DNA, or was that just you helping out another guy?
I mean, well, I will tell you, man, that was me helping out one of my good friends. While I was in that ring, that was not going to go down that way.
Okay.
Well, initially, how DNA was formed, it was formed before we even knew what the name was. There was a day where it was my second day of training, maybe, and I showed up. Trainer's running late because he lives an hour away, works a full-time job. This guy's running late. This guy's got to stop and do this before he get there. I get to the building. The only person in the ring is Avery. And, we're not just going to sit there and wait on everybody. Get the work in while you can. And running through some drills, talking to him a little bit, moving through the ring. It looked like we had known each other for years, and I'd never seen the guy a day in my life. So from that point on, we knew we had clicked, and we were good friends from that point. And then one day we realized, look, DNA is not me or Avery canceling or giving up our singles careers. We are very much singles competitors. We would take a one-on-one fight match any day. But all wrestlers will tell you, we want to be the best. That's what every wrestler wants. We want to be the best. We want to be at the top. And so logical thinking, why would I want to be at the top of one thing? There's a tag team division and a singles division. So how about two singles wrestlers that have great chemistry and get along, team up, try to take on both?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a great idea. To be honest with you, it's unfortunately a lot of times that happens, and one team member might get jealous of the other. But with y'all having such a tight friendship, I mean, I don't see that being an issue right now.
Never.
You know, I think y'all are both on the same page.
Never.
Speaking of singles, we'll get to y'all's tag match that y'all had, but the singles match, the last singles match that you had that I can recall, is you actually had a title shot for the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship in Homa against Gil Gracie. Now, I don't think you knew you was having that shot until Big Ramp got on the mic and announced it, but you did come out. You got jumped pretty quick, I think, before the bell even rang, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at the footage. But you tell us what it was like to be in there with Gil Gracie, the Mad Dog, who, I mean, is one of the top guys in Pro Wrestling 225 and in Louisiana. Take us through that and tell us how that went, and what did you take away from that match?
Well, first thing you said, CJ, absolutely correct. No kind of animosity. Avery was right there with me until I hit all for me going out and doing the best I could. But after that, once it's all me, I was ready to go, man. No nerves, no fear. You can't be scared. Walking to the ring with these guys, so many of these guys, if not all of them, are trained to do some damage. You walk in scared, you're going to walk out hurt. So, you know, had to go in there, clear mind, only goals to win. Do what you know how to do what you were trained to do. You know, get in there, go to take my jacket off. I don't even get it off. I've already been hit upside the head. Bell hasn't rung.
Yeah, I don't think you ever got your jacket off. I think you wrestled in your jacket that night.
I mean, I did, man. You know, all that stuff fades away when you in the middle of a fight, especially when the fight came to you, wasn't expecting it. I mean, I may not like the way he did it, but, you know, hit first, ask questions later. I will say about Gil Gracie, as good as advertised. He was champ for a reason. Shout out to Corey Constantine. That was great match. Good guy. Deserves it so much.
And Corey actually came out and helped you and Avery out, because not only after the match, I mean, Gil won, which should have been the end of the match, but him and Ramp start doing a beatdown on you. Then Avery comes out, and of course, you know, anytime you see Avery come out for a save and you're dealing with Big Ramp Enterprise, here comes Chase Bell, you know, and then of course that was like 3-on-2. So Corey come out and evened the score and made it 3-on-3, and y'all got the upper hand on him.
You know, CJ, for people that are gonna go back and watch that or have watched it, there's something you gotta realize. First of all, when you walk into a ring with Gil Gracie or Chase Bell, it's not 1-on-1, it's 2-on-1. There's somebody walking around the ring the whole time. So,
100% agree with you.
When I walk in 2-on-1, I get attacked from behind. The match is over. Gil doesn't think he's done with me. Here comes Avery. As much as I do it for him, just like I'd expect, here comes Avery. We're right behind Avery. Here comes Chase Bell. So now it's 3-on-2. If you watch that clip or that video and just sit there, you'll notice as soon as everything became even and there was no kind of advantage, Big Rap Enterprise was nowhere to be found.
You're correct about that. They did. They left the ring once it was a 3-on-3. They didn't want any part of it. And I mean that's how Big Ramp Enterprise does. And I'm sure I'm going to have an interview during these times with Ramp. I actually have one scheduled coming up. Hopefully, me and him can get on the same page. And of course, I'm gonna mention about that with him. I mean, y'all know me. I don't really call it good or bad. I don't necessarily always bite my tongue. And when it comes to asking a question, I'm going to ask it, you know. And we'll just have to see where it goes from there. Sometimes they dance around it. Sometimes they actually answer it. Who knows? They have their own version of it no matter how you look at it.